Hello everyone, in this video we're going to look into Microsoft Copilot versus ChatGPT. So this is going to be a comparison video. So let's get started. So Microsoft Copilot. So this is Microsoft Copilot. It's the official website of Microsoft Copilot. As you may know, it's an AI assistant built into the Microsoft 365 apps like the other Microsoft apps like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Teams and all those things. It helps users perform tasks such as summarizing meetings, drafting documents, analyzing spreadsheets, and more. It basically leverages your existing Microsoft data like your emails, calendars, and all those things to generate content aware assistance. So if you see the user interface here, so you can similar to other AI prompts, so you just have to type in your prompts here and send it, and then Microsoft Copilot will actually work on it. Okay, so that's how this works. So ChatGPT on the other hand here. Okay, so this is the official ChatGPT site here. Okay, so ChatGPT here, as you may know, ChatGPT is developed by OpenAI. It's actually a general purpose conversational AI assistant that can be used for writing, coding, research, brainstorming, tutoring, and actually there's a lot more that you can do with it. It's you can access it via the web. So this is the web version. As you can see, this is the official website and this is the web version. You also have the mobile apps and other APIs as well. Okay, it actually doesn't require integration with any specific software unlike the Microsoft Copilot, but can be extended via plugins or other custom instructions. So next, let's look into some of these key features of these apps here. So Microsoft Copilot here, as you can see, the key features of platform integration. So in Microsoft Copilot, it's actually embedded in 365 apps, so it comes with it. So as I mentioned earlier, okay, so it comes with it. And then you can, their main use case is like productivity and for business automation. That's the whole purpose of Microsoft Copilot. And in terms of customization, you have this Copilot Studio where you can work on it and customize and all those things because they have your specific studio. And also it uses your calendars, emails, everything, uses files from those apps here. Okay, and there is the security wise, it has like enterprise level security and compliance. That's fine. Okay, and their model they use is optimized for Microsoft workflows. ChatGPT here is actually, as I mentioned earlier, it's web based. You have the app and also you have the browser. GPT, your main use case is usually like for creative writing, coding, research, and those type of works. And you have custom GPTs, plugins, and third-party integrations that's available with ChatGPT. And then they needs ChatGPT often needs like manual inputs for specifications, and also there is security wise, there is like enterprise options available, and also the model type is optimized for general conversational and text. So like in general language we just talk and then it will do the job for you. So these are the features of this. And next, let's explore the pros and cons of each of these platforms here. Pros of this Microsoft Copilot: as you know, it has a deep integration with Microsoft Office tools, so it makes you easier to work with, especially when you're working with Microsoft tools. And it automates document and data related tasks. And also you have context, it knows the context like through emails, calendars, and files, because it can access your files and all those things. Cons of this Microsoft Copilot is that it's limited to Microsoft ecosystem. So it primarily works with Microsoft apps and it's limited to their Microsoft ecosystem as well. And also the cost is pretty much higher. You need the Microsoft 365 subscription. Okay, so and it's compared to ChatGPT, it's pretty much higher in cost, and you have less creative freedom compared to ChatGPT. So it's sort of limited with Microsoft ecosystem. So these are the pros and cons of Copilot. ChatGPT, on the other hand, as you can see, it's highly versatile across domains. That's one of those pros. And it's excellent for like creative writing, researching tasks, and doing codings and all those things. And it's available in like webs, apps, integrations, or on mobile or any devices as well. And there is free and paid plans. So if you don't want to pay for it, you still can use it by accessing to the free plans. The cons with that is that it's not deeply integrated into productivity suites like Copilot, and may require like manual context for complex tasks like in details where you need to like provide instructions. And also there might be inaccuracies or hallucinations in response depending on the model, so we can't really say it's like 100% right, so just got to keep that in mind. So now a quick comparison between these two platforms is that, so in each categories here, so Microsoft Copilot is best for business productivity and for office users. It's often integrates with Microsoft 365. Okay, and customization level is you can use Microsoft Copilot Studio and you have all the enterprise level tools for that. Okay, it's pretty much strong within the Microsoft environment, and the security and everything is pretty good. It's high secured because it deals with like Microsoft, so that's fine. Okay, and you have the option to, in terms of creativity, a moderate response in terms of creativity, and it's very easy to use, like especially in Microsoft apps, it's pretty much easy to use. There's no issues with that. And also the cost is that it requires 300, it's requires like subscription for Microsoft 365, so you got to pay for that in order to do that, and you can't use it offline. Obviously you need like online, you need to be online in order to use this. And the learning curve is actually low, especially for Microsoft users. So if you're already a Microsoft users, then it's low for you. ChatGPT is actually best for creative works like research works. If you want to like details on research, doing research or coding and all those things, you can use ChatGPT. And it is independent, it's not integrated with any apps or anything, and it has custom GPTs and API integrations available. Okay, and the security is medium to high depending on which plan you are, like whether you're on a paid plan or free plan, all those things. Okay, and it's pretty much easy to use, like intuitive. It's a standalone access, so you just simply go to their website and you'll be able to find it. And you have the free tier version available, so which means that you don't really have to pay for it, you can use the free version as well, so that's fine. And similar to Copilot, you can't use it offline, you need to be online as well, so just keep that in mind. And then the learning curve is pretty much low for all users, so even if you're not a techie person, you can simply use ChatGPT for your needs. It's like the learning curve, it's pretty much low. So having said that, so as mentioned earlier, so these two platforms, they have their own pros and cons here. So you can use Microsoft Copilot if your day-to-day work happens inside Word, Excel, Outlook, or like Teams, and you need help like managing like business tasks, documents, and meetings. If you're fully working with like Microsoft ecosystem, then Microsoft Copilot will be the ideal option for you. Whereas you can use ChatGPT if you want to like a flexible AI assistant, especially for like writing, coding, like getting ideas, or even general help across topics like similar to Google search, and not just like business productivity, not uh, strictly to business productivity, for general purpose as well. If you're after the such thing, then ChatGPT will be the ideal option for you. So that's sums up this video. Hope the information was helpful to you all. I'll see you in a new video.